Peter Chang here for Macho Cave, and welcome to part 18 of our SCX-60 CF build. And notice here that we're working on the top deck, and with the top deck the body posts are actually different sizes. And the smaller body post size here, the 5/8 size, is actually going to go on the sides for the battery straps. So notice that the three that I've put in the center are actually longer body posts. So just so you're aware, the reason why I want to point this out is just that when I did this, I actually used some thread lock, so everything's kind of glued in, and I don't want you to use thread lock and then have everything glued in, and then you put in like one longer body post and then one shorter body post, and you'd have to like destroy that thread lock to pull it out again. So just want to save you a step and some trouble there. But it's not exactly it's like totally obvious, but just because it's everything is just that McMaster car part. Also, if you feel like you need to have like another body post because you want to experiment with how you could put in the batteries and whatnot, you could actually just go ahead and pick up some more 5/8 inches body posts from McMaster car. The part number would be 9333-0A436, and it should be about 5 cents each for that part. Once again, that part number is 9333-0A436. And it just because I've been reading on the forums, a lot of people have decided to do some experimentation with the body post and the battery posts, and it's just kind of interesting just because like if you want to run the shorty battery, you configure it one way. If you want to run the saddle pack battery, it's also configured like another way. And at this point of the build, this is actually the receiver part, and the receiver is actually offset from the carbon fiber. So this is actually going to go in the middle section of the top deck, and pretty much I'm just going to go ahead and screw this on. It's a lot harder to put it on later, so I like to just build it out at this point in the build. And here we see that that's how it's going to look, and it's going to go just right in the center near the front of the chassis. So can't wait to finish building this top deck, so let's go ahead and finish screwing this on, and we're going to be all set pretty soon with the top deck of our SCX-60 CF. When I screw in the top deck, I'm just going to go ahead and screw in the center body post first, and I do this because I just want to make sure I have everything in kind of a star pattern. One word of advice: usually when you install the top deck, you usually have your electronics installed. I'm still waiting for parts of my electronics to show up, so just so you're aware, usually when you're building out this part of the build, you would actually have your electronics with you, and then you just go ahead and put everything together. And then you could also use thread lock too on the top side of the deck. Just showing you, just in this particular tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and just finish screwing in this top deck. So when I screw in the top deck, I like to put everything in kind of a star pattern. So I would screw in one side, and then the next screw I put in is going to be on the exact opposite side. So in this case, it's just the I'm just envisioning this top deck as like a gigantic rectangle, and so I screw in the bottom right hand corner, and then after I do that, I'm going to screw in the top left hand corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and screw in the top corner, And then I'm going to go ahead top right hand corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and once I'm get done with this, I'm going to screw in the bottom left hand corner. So hence I have the star pattern. The reason why I love using the star pattern is that the fitment seems better. Once again, this is just purely subjective, but because I'm racing, I don't want to leave anything to chance. So just so you're aware, you could actually just screw in everything sequentially if you want to, but I find I have better results, longer lasting results by doing the star pattern, and just making sure that everything's nice and tight. I'm just going to go back and screw that in again. Once again, also if everything isn't quite aligned, the screws don't quite fit. So you're doing something wrong when you're screwing something in and then one particular screw just has a lot of resistance, and chances are it's just because it's not going in nicely and tightly enough, or one of the screws is just entirely out of alignment. So you may have to go back, just double check that. If something is out of alignment, screw in every other screw first, just to make sure that it's not and also check the size of the screw. Just make sure that you didn't accidentally chose a incorrect size screw, for example. Also, if you do have the correct size screw and it's not fitting in, it just might be a alignment issue. So then in this case, for example, my top left hand screw, as you can see, is still raised a little bit, and I'm going to go back and re-screw that in once I have everything in there. So just to make sure that I don't have the alignment issue in there. And in this case, it is just the alignment issue. Just the alignment is just a tad off, and it's not the end of the world. But I'm just gonna go back in here and just make sure that everything is fitting and everything is nice and snug in there. One thing you need to be aware of is if something doesn't fit and is not going in correctly, do not force the alignment or fitment up. You're working with carbon fiber, you're working with aluminum, you're working with stainless steel, a lot of different types of materials. You just really don't want to strip anything on the carbon fiber top deck, just so you're aware. Once again, everything is fitting at this point, so I'm very happy about this. And once again, just usually you would do this step once you have all of your electronics. Thanks for watching, and remember, everything matters, and stay tuned for step 19 of our build.